Peace and love, family. Peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual vittles. And today I'm going in on Are You a Dark Soul? Ooh, I gotta say this one like this. Are you a dark soul? Ooh, this is the one, family. This is a good one. This is a great one, family. This is a good one. Because a lot of people still question themselves if they're a dark soul or not. This was one of my most challenging things on my spiritual path, wondering whether or not I was a dark soul. Because the environment, the culture that I chose to spiral into when I incarnated in this earthly domain this time was the hood. And I had to have a certain type of mentality just to navigate through the hood. In the beginning, when I was young, my mama knew that I was she didn't really know what it was because there was nothing like me. I was the only Homo Solarian in the hood. I didn't know what I was at the time. My mama and no one else did. I didn't even know what a Homo Solarian was at the time. But I've always been like a more gentle type of person, more of a loving type of person. And each Homo Solarian is different. Homo Solarian is nothing more than someone that's been able to consciously connect with the sun to get it to blink and respond to them while they were living. And she knew when I had my first fight in kindergarten that I needed some help, where I was going to get it taken advantage of as a child. You know, my father wasn't in my life. I didn't have any older brothers, so I had to learn to fend for myself and defend myself. So she got me into martial arts early on. At 6 years old, I was taking Taekwondo. I've taken a plethora of martial arts in my 43 years, mastered some of them. But I say all this to say I had a bunch of dark thoughts. I would think about hurting people, just like hurting them for no reason. And it was nothing more than my subconscious mind remembering what I was doing in my past lives. You know what I mean? And all the martial arts training, all the training I've had to maim and hurt and even kill people was always prevalent in my mind. And I was thinking about it. And I asked my wife years ago, I was like, I'll be thinking like this. She was like, you know what, babe? Don't tell nobody you thinking like that. They'll think you're crazy. And so I kind of suppressed that energy. And so for the longest time, I was thinking, man, I must be a dark soul. So I focused on doing a lot of light. And then I realized that there is no good or bad. Even if you do have a dark soul, you still have a choice. Just like there are good gods, there are bad gods. Just like there are bad demons, there are good demons. As above, so below. You can't have light without the dark. You can't have dark without the light. You can't have good without the bad. That's just what it is. What you need to do is realize this. You're both. You're both good and bad. You got to find that balance between the two. I always use the analogy that I give you peace and love, but my sword is dragging behind me slowly, digging a groove in the ground as I walk. You see spiritual sparks flying out that sword. And when it's time for me to strike, it's as light as a feather. All the archangels, all the warrior angels have a weapon. You see them with swords and all type of things. Because yes, they're good beings, but they have that other side to them, that gatherer side to them that will strike you down if need be. And that's the mentality you have to have. You don't have to lead with that type of mentality. It's always good to lead with the energy of love and light. It's always good. And back in the day when I was younger, someone would bring me energy. I thought that I had to meet them where they were at. And then I realized at the end we ended up fighting because I was meeting them where they were at. And I'm just a naturally more aggressive person. I was taught to, if someone gives you aggression, be more aggressive. They bring it up, take it to a disrespectful level. And that's just how I was brought up to survive in the hood. I had to be louder. I had to be a little bit more aggressive than the next man in order to feel as if I would win. And the times that I didn't, I felt like a punk or something. I felt like they got me. I'm gonna get them next time. But that's the whole wrong message. That's the wrong method to winning out here in this reality. It has nothing to do with winning or losing. It has all to do with anchoring and holding your light. Now when people send me aggression, what I do is give them peace and love, or I completely ignore them. I've bought people's drinks when they were upset with me back when I used to go to the club. I don't do that things anymore. I don't go to places where I have to use my sword. I just choose not to. There's a billion other places that I can go and still have a good time. I don't need to succumb or put myself in situations where I have to show them my other side. You know, I don't like to have my character changed. But if you're wondering if you're a good soul or a dark soul or a light soul, be that which you want to be, and then you will be that. You create the construct of your reality, period. Period. No one else but you. You can be of a dark soul and change it. You know what I mean? You can evolve to the light. And that's what we've all come here to do. Turn into light. We've all been put in dark situations because challenges help you evolve. But don't let that define your character. Who you were in the past is not who you are today. All the things that you may have done in the past that may have been seemingly dark were nothing more than challenges that you put in forth for yourself so you can evolve to a light being. So don't anchor that negativity in your conscience like, oh, I did all this bad stuff. Oh, I'm going to get punished. No, your karma is here. It's nothing more than momentum, but you have to evolve past that momentum. I don't care what you've done in your life. It's time for you to evolve past that and do more dharma to make up for it. You can't escape it, but you don't want to anchor your consciousness in the low vibratory energy that was once you. So if you're thinking you're a dark soul or a light soul, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what type of soul you have. What matters is you being consciously aware of who you are at this present time and working hard to evolve into something better. Okay? So on that note, family, it's your boy Chris Enlightened. Focus on the light. Take in more. These are some tips on how you can evolve past your preconceived dark soul. Take in more light from the sun. Okay? Meditate more. Quiet your mind through meditation. Give. Think. Wish people well from afar. It doesn't cost you anything to do these things. If someone asks you for money, you can say no, but you can still, in your mind, give them Jews or give them love, give them lights, and through your mind, wish them well. Stop cursing so much. When you curse yourself. If you just heard me say stop cursing, and the first thing you're programmed with is to say, I ain't stopping cursing, you've already lost. That's a program. My next video, I'm going to talk about how to debug your program. I'm going to do that video right after this video because people need that. But on that note, family, take in light, stop cursing, stop drinking so much, stop taking in any form of drug that alters your thinking, okay? Take in sunlight, quiet your mind, help people, give people, be a beacon of light, because when you be a beacon of light, you create a bridge for light to find you. Light will not find you if you haven't created a beacon of light for it to find you. If you're doing dark things, you can't expect good things to find you. When you do dark, you create a consciousness of darkness that needs to feed on more darkness. And what it will do is make you do more dark things so it can sustain itself. It's just that simple. When you do dark things, you create a dark consciousness that feeds off of you. When you do light things, you create a light consciousness that feeds off of you and in turn helps you evolve. So on that note, family, peace and love. I'm out here winning. And if you want to win, choose to. Winning.